All right, so somebody is super confused of why they're staying stuck in a karmic cycle. They can't figure out why they're not able to get out of this. I don't know if this is you or somebody else. I don't think it's you. It says not being you as I asked that. I don't think it's you. Okay, first of all, this person is not being honest with themselves about what they truly want in life. Like, they're not being true to themselves. I feel like they're not willing to take responsibility as well. Like, maybe they've been really struggling to take responsibility for a situation. Ooh, addiction. That's why they're staying stuck. I don't know. I mean, it is confusing because I feel like sometimes you guys, like, when you're so trapped in addiction, you don't understand how you will ever not be able to have that entity control you, right? Like, there was a time where I felt the same way. Like, I did not know how I wouldn't be able to stop going in and out of facilities and, you know, get out of the streets, right? But God had another plan. I don't know if this person is trying to get out of what they're doing, though. Oh, okay. All right, so somebody is chasing somebody else. Both of them are using right now. Both of them are using substances. I'm going to be honest. But one person is super codependent on the other person's energy, right? So I feel like the addictions are coming with the connection, okay? It could be male or female, but it's like, whoever it is I feel like the person that actually wants to get better right now. Okay, so if you're the person that wants to get better, you're probably the one watching me, right? I feel like they are scared to leave the other person because they don't want that person to go find somebody else in the game. Fear of cheating, right? I feel like you feel like if you go get treatment, if you go get help, if you stop being with this person's gonna find somebody else and replace you. But if that's all it takes for this person to replace you, like, they're not very loyal to begin with. Like, I feel like this is probably somebody that is consistently, you're always worried about this person cheating, but you know, you can only use that as an excuse for so long. Like, you're using somebody else as an excuse of why you're staying stuck, right? Because I feel like and it's hard because I feel like you love this person. You don't want to lose this person, but you're losing yourself chasing this person. 2, 3, 4. Literally, you're losing yourself chasing this person. Oh, man. What else do I need to know about this situation? That's such a hard situation to be stuck in. Look, I got sorrow, loss, grief, depression. For some of you guys, you've like lost, Michael, man. For some of you guys, you've lost your children to the system. I'm just going to say what I'm hearing. Like, social services took somebody's kids, and I feel like that, if this is you, I'm so sorry that you're going through this, right? But using that as a reason to continue to spiral, rather than become the version of yourself that you will want them to see when they do get older and they could reach out and try to find you, right? 333. I know it's hard. Like, it's so hard when you've lost something or someone, right? Whether it's because of the state and your actions. I'm sorry. We got to start taking some responsibility, right? We have to take some responsibility. That's the first step, okay? Because God loves you regardless, and God can reunite anything. God can bring anything full circle. I'm telling you, I've seen miracles in the court system. It is possible, but not when you're not willing to try. Like, you got to give God something to work with. And it's really, it's like a slippery slope, right? Because you're mad at yourself for what you did, right? And it just keeps you stuck. It's what have I talked about before? I talked about this before. It's the shame and guilt, right? The shame will keep you stuck. The shame is like, you are bad. You're bad. Not what you did was bad, right? And I feel like you're continuing to align yourself with that shame, 444. And it's manifesting, right? Like, you're agreeing with that. And I feel so bad for you. Because I get that mentality. Like, I understand that mentality of believing that there's nothing more for you, that you'll never be more than what you are, right? Like, you're starting to believe those things that were spoken over you because you're speaking them over yourself. You're thinking them over yourself. And I feel like this might be a very specific message, y'all. And you don't have to claim it, okay? Like, let's be nice. But I feel like the loss of your stability or your children, or like a literal loss of a person, right, has made you uber trauma bond to this person who's not good for you at all, right? They're not good for you at all, but they're comfortable for you. They're comfortable for you right now. And I do understand that. I don't want to not be compassionate to what the loss was, because that is so real. But now it's time to start pulling yourself out of that, getting the help you need, right? If somebody's for you, they're going to be there for you. Because I feel like somebody needs to go to treatment and get some assistance, right? But you have to understand that you're replacing what you lost with this toxic person, right? And I feel like that's why you're like, you believe this is all you have left, dealing with this person. Like this is the last thing you have, right? They're probably part of the reason you lost your children. Not for everybody. Oh man, this is very specific. I'm gonna post this, you guys, but again, and thank you guys if you want to hit the like button so we can get this out to the person that needs to hear this. I really truly believe, like, once you can start finding self-forgiveness, right? And I know it's hard because most people don't have kids expecting to not be able to be that person for them, right? We never want them to repeat the cycles. But I feel like for who I'm talking to, if this is resonating, you weren't shown how to be a parent, a child. Like, you weren't given those tools when you were younger, right? So I feel like you were just doing the best you could with what you know. Was it good? I mean, you've learned from it, right? Like, oh, do I want to post this? It's not about me. This isn't about me. This is about this message. I just feel like you gotta ask for help. You have to tap out, okay? You have to, like, you don't have to do anything, but that's what's gonna get you out of this cycle, this circle, this, man. It's not easy, but I've met so many people, and this is in church and in different places, right? Then I've heard their story where kids were reunited years later that they've lost fully in the system, and just, there's hope. Not every situation is going to pan out like that, but you never know. If nothing else, you're able to advocate for the people who are in the position that you used to be in. And I feel like you've had that place in your heart, but you're not going to be able to do that if you're still sitting in a dope house, right? I have to be real. It's continue to try to make those little steps forward, okay? Because I feel like life is really heavy for you right now, for whoever I'm speaking to. Let's pull some signs. Who are we talking about? Aries, Pisces, Leo, Scorpio. Who are we talking about? You guys be nice in the comments. Cancer. I feel like it, you got to get to that place with yourself. I could tell you this all day long. What I am telling you is God still loves you. God still loves you, okay? Regardless of how you feel about yourself, regardless if you're hiding from God, if you don't believe that right now, God still loves you, okay? And you never know what could happen from this point on. Like, you have no idea, but I feel like you have to let go of somebody, though. You have to stop chasing somebody who they don't have that. They don't have empathy. They're not affected by the loss of your children like you are affected by the loss of your children. This person is benefiting by keeping you stuck. For some of you guys, they're definitely benefiting, and you know what I'm talking about. They're using you to get money.